Right now, deep inside your brain, your insula is quietly rewriting how you feel about your own body, and the neuroscientists who discovered this admit they still can't fully explain how it does it. It's folded away behind your temporal lobe, out of sight, out of reach, and it never stops working. But high performers have found one way to read its signals before it hijacks them, and by the end of this, you'll know exactly what it is. Right now, your insula is grading every heartbeat you don't notice, every shallow breath, every knot in your stomach before a meeting you haven't thought twice about. It's building what scientists call your interoceptive map, a live, second-by-second scorecard of your internal state. Most of it never reaches conscious thought, but it still shapes your mood, your anxiety, your gut instincts before you've said a single word out loud. That tightness you feel before bad news arrives, that flush of unease in a room that feels wrong. That's your insula working in silence, deciding what your body means before your mind gets a vote. Picture it like a control room buried at the center of your skull, wired directly into your heart, your lungs, your gut. Every organ sends a signal up. The insula reads them, blends them, and decides. Are you safe? Are you sick? Are you in danger? This is called interoception, your sixth sense, the one nobody teaches you to trust. It's the same region that fires when you feel disgust, the same region that lights up during a craving, the same region that activates in the seconds before a panic attack takes hold. It doesn't just report what's happening in your body, it predicts it. It runs a simulation of your next heartbeat, your next breath, before either one happens, and when that prediction goes wrong, you feel it as dread, as nausea, as a wrongness you can't name. Here's the part the specialists don't advertise. Neurologists can watch the insula light up on a scan in real time. They can trigger it, measure it, map its wiring down to the millimeter. What they cannot do is reliably turn it down. Anxiety disorders, panic disorders, chronic pain, addiction, all of them show an insula stuck in overdrive, flooding the brain with false alarms. There is no drug built to target it precisely. No surgery reaches it safely. The researchers who study it most closely will tell you, off the record, that it remains one of the least understood structures in the entire brain, a region we can watch but not yet command. And here's where it gets counterintuitive. You've been told to trust your gut, to sit with your feelings, to breathe deeply and turn inward when anxiety rises. For some people, that advice makes things worse. Turning inward means feeding the insula more raw data, and an overactive insula doesn't calm down when you listen closer, it escalates. This is why some anxious patients report that mindful body scans spike their panic instead of soothing it. You're handing a microphone to a system that was already shouting, and it gets worse before it gets better. This same circuit is the reason cravings feel unbearable. Every urge to check your phone, every relapse, every impulsive decision under stress traced back to the same structure, insisting the discomfort must be resolved immediately. Willpower alone was never built to out-argue this. So what do high performers actually do? Not deep breathing, not distraction. A technique researchers call effect labeling, naming the sensation in flat clinical language instead of a feeling. Not "I'm terrified." Instead, tight chest, fast pulse, shallow breath. That shift sounds trivial. It isn't. Neutral labeling pulls activity away from the alarm circuitry and into the brain's regulation centers, the prefrontal regions responsible for calm, deliberate control. You are not suppressing the signal. You're translating it, turning a threat into data. Elite performers under real pressure, in surgery, in combat, in competition, train this exact move. Name it plainly without judgment before it can name you first. Tonight, before bed, spend 60 seconds doing this deliberately. Notice one physical sensation. Don't ask what it means. Just label it clinically like a lab report. Tight jaw, warm hands, shallow breath. Do this daily and you're not calming your body down through force. You're teaching your insula that its reports will be received, translated, and acted on, not ignored, and not panicked over. But the insula never works alone. Right next to it sits a structure so strange that some scientists believe it might be the seat of consciousness itself, and they still can't agree on what it actually does.